I'm Brandall from the forum XDA Developers, and this is a first look at the features of my Android application Utter and a little bit about how it works. Utter uses voice recognition in a similar way to Google Voice Search on Android or Siri on iOS, but in my opinion in a lot better way. The difference being that it attempts to use the default applications already installed on your device to give you a more personal experience with more functionality, unlimited functionality even depending on the applications you already have installed or you choose to install. So let me show you some of Utter's functions. Travel by train from Birmingham New Street to London Euston, leaving today after 4 p.m. As you can see, or maybe not very clearly, don't know why that's not in landscape, but I have the cross-country train times application already installed on my device, and Utter has used its functionality to show the results, which of course is much better than any result that could have been done from a web page. So there it is, 4 o'clock, Birmingham New Street to London Euston. Show me the weather in my current location. Again, Utter has used the inbuilt Sense weather application to provide me with the information that I was after, which is much better than the standard results from Google Voice Search. Weather Birmingham. So you simply get to that. Okay. Navigate to Buckingham Palace, United Kingdom. As you can see, I use the default Android navigation, but it's going to Buckingham Palace there. There you go. If on your device you have other navigation applications such as Copilot or Navigon installed, then Utter can easily be set to pass the data to those applications as your default choice. Some more examples. Load app, YouTube. And there's the YouTube application. It's a little bit slow as I'm not on Wi-Fi, but you can see straight into the application to use. Calculate 55 times 8 divided by 21 times 14. I think that's what I said, and there's the results. This takes you into the calculator application. Play, cut the rope. Again, not in landscape, sorry about that. Load app, market. There you go, right. Compose email, subject, Utter progress, body, hi everyone, exclamation point, Utter is running well, exclamation point. There you go. and that can be sent if I wish. Let's discard that. Compose SMS. Body. Hi! Exclamation point. Fancy going out for a beer next weekend? Question mark. And there you go. Utter always uses the application you've set as the default in the Android settings. So, for example, if you use HandSend for your text messages, Utter would have loaded up that app with the data populated in. In regard to email and messaging, there are more advanced settings, so they can auto-send after a default amount of review time if you're driving, for example. At the moment, I have to force data into applications. So, for example, if I go to update Facebook status, hi everyone, you are live on YouTube. You can see there that Utter has loaded up the Sense friend stream input panel, but at present I can't populate the data into it. So for an early workaround, I have the speech in the clipboard. Obviously not good enough for a released version. The way to resolve that is for any developer who would like their application, or perhaps just elements of it, to be compatible with Utter, is to allow Utter to work as a plugin. So a few simple lines of additional code, and that will allow then data to be passed from Utter and pre-populate into their application. Some more functions. Utter, what is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is 42.
Utter, do you exist?
Only because you believe I do. That is my quantum perspective.
Utter, am I good looking?
That's not for me to say.
If you're not happy with the return response, you can ask the same question again. Utter, am I good looking?
Until you update me with ice cream sandwich, I have no way of knowing.
Okay, referring to facial recognition perhaps. Utter, what do you know about me?
I know everything about you.
Utter, how much do you know about me?
I analyze the contents of your tweets, texts, emails, and location-based services. I know an awful lot about you.
Utter, what is your opinion of Siri? The data processing times are quite slow at the moment, just to make sure that they come back with the right results. If they come back at all, perhaps she doesn't want to say. Let's try that again. Utter, what is your opinion of Siri on iOS?
The bitch has a very limited vocabulary.
Okay, a little bit harsh maybe. So as I already said, Utter will first attempt to use the functionality of installed applications. So for example, search eBay Galaxy Nexus. As you can see, it's loaded up the search results using my installed eBay application. There you go. Now, let me go ahead and remove that application. So, if I find it first of all, eBay, right, so I'll freeze it actually, to freeze it for now, so it won't be available. Okay, and I do the same search. Search eBay Galaxy Nexus. And there you see, because Utter detected that the eBay application was not installed, it did a browser search instead. There you go. Fly to the Eiffel Tower. Not sure if this will work inside. Let's have a look. Give it a few moments. Well, trust me, that would have flown to the Eiffel Tower. Be a bit difficult to make a video outside though. A few more moments, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Searching for GPS. Oh, here we go. Eiffel Tower, Paris. That's a good start. And there, somewhere, should be the Eiffel Tower. Anyway, trust me, it is the Eiffel Tower, even if you can't see it very well on the video. Aha, there you go. Eiffel Tower. Android also has various settings which you can change with a voice search. So, Android system, what is my battery level?
Your current battery level is 11%.
Oh dear, let's see if that's right. 11%. I best hurry up on the video. For rooted Android devices, Utter can also perform some more advanced tasks. Android system, set CPU governor to performance.
Do you wish to grant the application, Utter, super user permissions?
Yes.
Your CPU governor has been changed to performance.
Now, I probably should have shown you beforehand that it wasn't set to performance. So let me just go and show you CPU. And there it is, set to performance now. If I just go back and repeat the same thing. Android system, set CPU governor to on demand.
Do you wish to grant the application, Utter, super user permissions?
Yes.
Your CPU governor has been changed to on demand.
Let's have a look. No, it hasn't. On demand. There we go. Okay. The data processing times, as you can see, are a little bit slow in this demo. I've done that on purpose for the video just to make sure I get the right results. They're normally much quicker. Okay, some more functions. Let's go to calendar. Okay. Set reminder for 30 minutes. Check on the chicken in the oven. And that should create a calendar entry for me. Should normally display a toast to say that it's done it. Let's have a look. There you go, reminder. Check on the chicken in the oven. It probably would have been better if I'd set an alarm for that. So let's have a look at my alarms. Okay. Set alarm for 7:36 p.m. Check on the dinner. And as you can see, we have an alarm inserted now. Check on the dinner, 7:36. So Utter is very configurable and easy to personalise. So let's just say you make lists for everything and you have your own favourite list making application. It's very easy to assign spoken keywords to Utter. So for example, you could assign the words make list, and when Utter detects those, it would pass the data to any application you've associated to those in the settings menu. Again, the developer of that application would have to add in a few lines of code, but that's not an unusual thing to do. So Utter has various settings of how interactive you want her to be. I say her, of course it could be a man, but if you're busy and out and about, then Utter can be set to almost silent, and the same if you're in a meeting or at a class at school. Utter does already have the capability to review your calendar, so if you do keep it updated with your meetings and timetables, she will automatically know when to keep quiet, and can automatically keep your device quiet too by turning it to vibrate or silent. If you allow your location to be monitored in the Android settings, Utter can use that information as well. An example of that would be we have a supermarket over here, a supermarket chain called Tesco. You may have them in your country, but if Utter detects that I'm in Tesco, it will automatically open up my Tesco Android application at the Office page to make sure I don't miss out on any bargains. And there are many other location and Bluetooth services it can use as well. Okay, finally Utter has a very beta or alpha conversation mode. So let's say that you are home alone and you don't mind Utter being as interactive and intrusive as possible, then you can allow her to start conversations whenever she likes. Just force that mode.
What are you doing?
Watching a film.
What film are you watching?
The Lion King.
You are 35 years old. Why are you watching a children's film?
I'm 21 years old.
No, you are not.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
How do you know?
Your date of birth is detailed in your Google contact and Facebook profile.
Okay, let's cancel that. Now, I won't pretend that Utter is highly artificially intelligent just yet, but in that particular example, Utter first detected the keyword film. Now, it's very easy for her then to run a background search on the film title, because websites like IMDb and Wikipedia, for example, are very structured, and it's very straightforward to extract the details about the film, such as actors, actresses, the genre, certificate, and that's what Utter selected to comment on, then using my date of birth from my Facebook contact information. It was obviously all very staged and structured. I knew it was going to do that. I say the conversation mode is in beta because it can be incredibly random, depending on your connection speed and the data and timeout limit you set in the options. Utter works like a search engine spider crawler, so it will initially run a Google search on the words that is detected, and from those results, if it finds any hyperlinked words within that web page, it will go to the next web page and analyse the content of that, and so on and so forth. In that way, Utter's analysis is real time and will change as often as the web searches and web pages that it arrives at. And that can work particularly well when Utter searches terms and uses news headlines or Twitter trends, as they always have fresh content. Okay, I'm demoing this on an HTC Flyer, so I can't show you the dialer functions as it doesn't have a working one, but of course you can ask it to call any contact or any business in the location as you would with Google Voice Search. With Utter you can also Skype, WhatsApp, Viber or any instant messenger too, as long as you have those applications installed. There are many more features I could show you, but I'll leave it for that for now as a first look. So thank you for watching. Translate to speech in Spanish and German and Polish and English. Goodbye and thank you for watching.
Adios y gracias por ver. Auf Wiedersehen und vielen Dank für das Ansehen. Du it als gut za ogledeni. Goodbye and thank you for watching.
Not sure that worked terribly well. Android system, reboot bootloader.
Do you wish to grant the application Utter super user permissions?
Yes.
Your device is about to reboot. Is that okay?
Yes.